It seems that every day the ongoing saga that is Diablo Immortal just keeps getting worse and worse. Stories of excessive spending on in-game items have been making the rounds as the conversation about the efficacy of microtransactions also ramp up. Estimates about how much it will cost to fully max out your character range at around $100,000, but reports are now suggesting that things are actually much worse than we thought it would be. As more people are starting to play the game, brand new monetization tactics also are being discovered. Those who originally thought that they can upgrade their character for the very low and reasonable price of just $100,000 just might now have to spend somewhere between $300,000 and $600,000 depending on how lucky you are. Now for progression you need a 5 out of 5 gem leveled up to 10 on a piece of gear above rank 6. Now this will allow you to awaken that gem. After you have awakened a gem you get 5 additional slots around it that takes even more legendary gems that needs to be leveled up to 10. This means that you will need 36 5-star gems to maximize a character. You also need to purchase a Dawning Echo for each gem that will set you back about $30 each. Now the topic of microtransactions have been discussed heavily. Unfortunately, it does not seem that anything is going to be done to fix the issue. It is a very lucrative system, and although there is a lot of outrage online, Blizzard also knows that there are even more people that is not online engaging with the systems that they put up. Most of the anger around this game is expressed on Twitter and Reddit. An extremely small percentage of people actually use those mediums. Now I know that it might seem crazy for the terminally online people, but it is true. If you are aware of what is happening with Immortal, or you know about EA's bad business practices, or all of the things about Activision Blizzard and the lawsuits surrounding them, you are in the minority. You will be shocked to hear how many people buy these games without knowing what goes on behind the scenes. EA makes billions of dollars every year through FIFA, despite it being nothing more than a gambling copy and paste simulator. Now how is all of that possible? Because most people do not know. And if you don't believe me, just speak to your friends who game. You will be surprised how little they actually know. But anyway, moving back to the topic, there are many who want to know exactly how much leveling up in Immortal will set them back, so one player decided to create a simulator that can offer up estimates. Game Radar in their article state that it cost them $160,000 to get 36 gems. The creator on Twitter pointed out that it can actually be way worse because most people do not just play one character. Part of the fun is to play with more than one, and that is definitely true. In Diablo 3, most of my fun came playing through the game multiple times with different characters. Now in Immortal, you should probably think very long and hard about this. Now things for the game is also getting worse because it is now being suggested that Immortal might be in jeopardy in China, with reports suggesting that there is an outright ban. Now you might think that it is because of the outrageous spending that is taking place. We did after all see countries like Belgium and the Netherlands ban the game for that very reason, but China's reason is actually way worse than that. The ultimate sin was committed, and no, it is not exploiting your fanbase but comparing the leader of the country to Winnie the Pooh. Disgusting if you ask me, and the ban is totally warranted. You cannot do that to our great red leader. But according to an unofficial statement, a person at Blizzard made a post that read, "Why isn't Winnie the Bear going out of the office yet?" And that of course does make reference to Winnie the Pooh, which the leader has been compared to in the past. Now the Chinese leader isn't too fond of the comparisons, which has been a cause of various games and media being banned in the past. The guy who works on Diablo Immortal's marketing team, which has access to the official media account, made the remarks, and it is unclear if he just forgot forgot to log out of the Diablo Immortal account before saying it, but either way the release of the game has been at the very least been pushed back. Now if there is one country that you definitely do not want your game to be banned in, it is China, but anyway things seems to be getting worse, and I do hope that the game becomes a distant memory as we look ahead for the release of Diablo 4.